So what did I set out to do? Well, I had been a real estate investor for about 4.5 years, and lending for about a year, but wasn't really sure where I wanted to build my business. So I started coming up with non-negotiables for the way that my business was to run. One was traveling to and from sites was a no-go. I went down this challenging path because I wanted to be with my wife and kids more, not less. I wanted to be able to take my daughters to their classes or just be there and watch them do whatever it is that they want to do. Just be present and available to them. So I needed travel to be minimal. So going to a fix and flip or meeting with sellers to try to wholesale their property was not appealing at all. So that kind of bleeds into the next one. I needed this to be 100% remote. I needed to be able to do this from anywhere in the world. Why? Because in the future, I want to be able to travel with my wife and kids. Our goal is to show our children the world while we homeschool them so that they can get immersed into different cultures and really expand their horizons. Something that I didn't really get to do until later in life, not because we didn't have the resources, but because I had just mentally shut that off. So I wanted to make sure that my kids were able to see the world with us and experience it with us as part of the homeschool curriculum. So in order for me to do that, I needed to be able to work from anywhere in the world. I wanted whatever I was going to do to leverage my current experience in education and not require that I learn completely new skills. I mean, I'm always going to have to learn new skills, but I wanted my foundation to be really based on what I have already been doing for the past 20 years. And so that was a big part of the route that I chose. Flexibility was also super important for me. I wanted to make sure that I was going to continue to generate income, even if I wanted to take some time off, if I went on vacation, whatever it is. I wanted to make sure that there was money still coming in. And when you're not a W 2 employee, you don't get paid vacations. I wanted this to be low stress. If I'm stressed out from my work, not only is that bad for my health, but it also increases the probability that the stress bleeds into my family. And stress, I think, I watched it essentially kill my stepmom. Low stress is also something that is super important, another non-negotiable, obviously. So I wanted to make sure that whatever it is that I decided to do, it needed to be low stress. And I wanted my role to focus on my natural strengths and not force me to do things that were draining. Unfortunately, underwriting properties, even though I have an accounting and finance background, is not something that I enjoy doing, but building relationships is something that I do enjoy. So I wanted to make sure that whatever it is that I did would allow me to play on that instead of having to deal with underwriting. So after going through all that, and weighing out the different options, lending was the route to go. Lending was the route to go.